All right, so today we're going to be talking about why you should start meditation. And it's going to make you more money, it's going to make you happier if you start practicing daily meditation in your life. So let's go ahead and get started, get right into it. As you guys know, meditation is a pretty simple and straightforward practice. You're seriously just sitting down and closing your eyes, putting your hands in a position if you want to, or just on your lap, or you're laying down, or you're sitting on the edge of a chair, and you're letting yourself just calm down. You're letting yourself get present to the moment. You're allowing yourself to really know yourself better just through the simple act of meditation. Just sitting down and tuning into your own body is extremely powerful. It's truly life-changing just to do that. So if you want to know yourself better, be more effective, better relationships, more clear mind, then meditation is probably for you. It's probably something that could help you in a big way. So let's talk about what meditation is. Okay, the essence of meditation is mindfulness. Forgive my spelling. I honestly don't know. I think it's just one L. Yeah. I don't know exactly how it's spelled. But yeah, mindfulness is the essence of meditation. And you'd think I'm some real good guru because I really can't even spell it. Or this might be right, but I'm not going to Google it. So mindfulness is the practice of being mindful. Like awareness, mindfulness, presence to the moment. It's not just presence to the moment, though. It's also, being aware of your feelings, your emotions, being aware of who you are, being mindful of other people's feelings, emotions. It really is knowing yourself. Mindfulness, in a sense, is being mindful of who you are. So, mindfulness is the essence of meditation, and it's super straightforward to basically get in tune with that mindfulness inside of you. So let's talk about how you get in tune with that mindfulness inside of you, because it really is super cool. Okay, it's super, super cool how this stuff works. So basically, self-awareness is knowledge of self. Okay, pretty simple, straightforward. To know yourself is to be self-aware. Mindfulness is that same thing. Mindfulness is awareness, it's knowledge, it's wisdom, it's understanding, it's all of these different things. Mindfulness is all of those different things. So the secret to becoming more mindful as a person is meditation. Because when you go within, all sorts of things start to arise. You start to have different thoughts. You start to have different fears. You start to remember parts of your past, your future. And basically, you're training yourself to be present, and also to let anything that needs to flow, but also be aware of what's coming up, where your mind is going, what you're afraid of. And you can kind of take note of all of these different things, mental note, and know yourself better. So meditation is a way that we're able to basically tune into ourselves. And the deeper you tune into yourself, the more you get to your true self. And that true self that's inside of you is aware of things. That true self is aware of people's feelings, aware of your goals, aware of your fears, your doubts. That deeper part of yourself is your true self. So through meditation, through mindfulness, we access that deeper part of ourselves. And in that moment, when we access that deeper part of ourselves, it basically unlocks more of who we truly are, our authentic selves. Basically, a lot of the reason why a lot of people are fake or scared or have social anxiety or different things like that is because their false self has taken control. That part of them that isn't truly them. Humans are created to be in tune. I really believe that. I believe we're made to be living in tune with ourselves, with our surroundings. We're created to be in tune. And so when we're not in tune, when we have problems in our life, it's probably because it's not our true self, right? That's the false self. The illusion self, okay? The lie. Because your true self is self-awareness, knowledge, mindfulness, energy, vibrancy, joy, right? Your true self is in tune. That's the way it should be. That's the way people were designed to be. We're designed to feel good. And some people might have certain things like maybe you're missing a leg, maybe you're missing an arm, maybe you have something that makes it harder to really be in your body in the way that you might want to. And so that's causing suffering. That feeling of oh no, I can't be like other people because my leg or whatever. And so there are people that have afflictions that make it so they don't experience the same types of being in tune. They might have different ways of being in tune. But even those people that have the broken leg, that have whatever it is, they can choose to learn to basically be mindful. They can choose to experience joy in different ways. Okay, so let's see where I'm going with this. So basically, because everybody is designed to be in tune with their environment, we're designed to be in tune with life. Even though some of us have afflictions that make it harder to be in tune with life, we're still able to connect to God through meditation. And we're able to overcome feelings about our weaknesses, our afflictions through meditation. So even if you might have something where you're like, oh man, because of my broken leg, it really makes it feel like I can't experience joy. I'll never be able to be fully in tune with my surroundings, with life, with myself, my body. But I assure you that even if you have an affliction, mindfulness can help. Mindfulness can bring you into a place where you're more in tune with yourself and your surroundings. And being in tune with yourself and your surroundings means that you're going to feel better. And it starts with meditation and mindfulness. So So yeah, if you start meditating every day, if you start meditating 5 minutes, 10 minutes every day, even at the start, you're not going to notice a lot of change. It's going to be really small at the start. But over time, you're really going to start to see those changes fast. So like at the start, it's slow, but then as time goes on, it speeds up, where you're actually noticing improvement faster and faster and faster. So let's see what this looks like here, okay? I'll show you what I mean by this. So basically, when you first start meditating, it's not about experiencing benefits. It's not about what it's going to do for you. It's not about any of those things, even though those things are important, like they will happen. But when you start meditation, what actually happens is pretty simple. What you should do is, instead of trying to change yourself, instead of trying to experience something, when you go into meditation, you should just sit down. Like maybe you can do a breathing exercise. And I don't want to be dogmatic, like everybody has their way to meditate. But for the specific kind of meditation I'm talking about, the way I learned how to do it is you just sit down and you meditate. You close your eyes 10 minutes, 20 minutes. You just sit down and you meditate. And whatever arises, arises. Whatever leaves, leaves. You know, you try to bring yourself back into awareness so you're not going everywhere in your mind. Try to control your thoughts, control thyself, right? As you'd say. Control your thoughts a little bit, but don't try to force anything. And the best thing is not to try to seek anything so much as just to sit down and let yourself kind of fall into a certain place, and you'll get better at it as you go. But you, as a beginner, you might experience feelings of having a lot of thoughts, feelings of it being a chore, like you want to be somewhere else. And for you, if that's how you are, you're actually the type of person that will benefit more than anybody else from meditation, because it means that your mindfulness is quite low. So you might experience those things. So just sit there, just sit down, let yourself meditate, let yourself feel what you're feeling. And don't condemn what you're feeling or whatever. See if you can bring yourself, control your thoughts, sit with it. Over time, you're going to get better. And you might actually be good your first time. You never know. You might fall right into it real easy. You'll be like, wow, I really liked that. I really resonated with the way that felt. So yeah, the essence of meditation is mindfulness, but you don't want to try to experience seek, and you don't want to try to you want to control yourself in the sense that if you have a thought that you don't want to, if you're all over the place in your mind, then learning how to focus on a single point, which could be your breath, which could just be sitting down, right? Learning how to refocus your mind onto that over and over, really teaches you the focus that you're looking for. And that focus that you're looking for is mindfulness. Like, if you're able to focus good, your mindfulness is probably high. And if your mindfulness is high, then you're probably able to focus good. Those two things are really kind of bound together. So let's talk about how this works. Because I said I was going to, then I got talking about other things. So apparently I need to take my own advice on being present and not being all over the place. But yeah, so basically the way that it works is when you're meditating, your body is probably out of balance, okay? At the start, you're probably, you don't have to be. I'm not saying you are. So don't take this as like a guaranteed. But you could be out of balance, okay? So you're sitting here, you're meditating, and you're like, okay, why do I feel so all over the place? Why do I feel like I want to be somewhere else? Why do I feel like it's hard to sit down and be with myself? Well, it's probably because your mind, your body is out of sync. There's a disconnect. Your mind, your body, your spirit. So through the process of meditation, you go from having kind of all over the chaotic, energy inside of you and the way you're feeling about yourself. And over time, through the process of meditation, you go from that kind of chaotic state into a lot cooler, a lot better of a state. And that state is very, very simple. It's called a balanced state. So you go from chaos to order. So instead of your thoughts being all over the place, all of a sudden, you're just like in perfect, like you've got a glowing aura around you or something. Okay? And I'm not saying, we're not going to get into all of that stuff. People always want to say, oh, what about auras? What about light? That kind of stuff, right? But for the purpose of this video, I'm talking about how you feel either in a balanced body or an imbalanced body. Body, mind, spirit. And when you're balanced, your body, your mind, your spirit, everything's flowing good. You feel good. You can sit down. You can meditate. Even if you have a day where it's a little harder sometimes, you're going to get into it. You're really going to be able to access that state of meditation easily because you're balanced. So you're already mindful. That's why I say at the start of this video, for those of you that want to start meditating, but the problem is it's hard for you to meditate or mindfulness is difficult, you're going to benefit the most from sitting and meditating 5 minutes, 10 minutes a day, even if it's just sitting down. You're not even trying to do anything. You're just sitting down and meditating, right? You're going to benefit the most. You don't have to try to do anything fancy. You could sit down 5 minutes, 10 minutes and meditate every day for a month. You're going to notice that you feel way better than you did before, after 30 days or whatever. Okay, so yeah, you're going to go from that unbalanced state to this balanced state. You're going to feel inspiration. You might feel more creative. You might feel exhilarated, like you're ready to take on life. You might feel better, just better, even if you have something that's hard to deal with, like physical pain or mental pain. Maybe you're still overcoming some psychological mental thing. Meditation is going to make your life better. It is over time. And at the start, it might be slow, right? At the start, it might be slow. But over time, it's going to get faster and faster. And it's going to be like this curve where you're going to get more and more benefits for meditation over time. As you get better with it, as you get more comfortable with it, as you get more comfortable with yourself, knowing yourself, your mind, how your thoughts go all different places, you start to recognize, oh, what am I thinking about? Why did I have this thought? Why did I start thinking about that childhood memory? Why did I start having that fear about the future? Why did I? You can start to recognize those things. And when you recognize it, it almost disappears. It's like you know it. Now you're above it. You're the thing that's witnessing it instead of the thing that is being controlled by it. Really? So yeah, meditation is going to change your life. I don't know exactly what it does inside of the body on a genetic level or even in my own mind. I've been practicing it for a while now, and I can tell you that I feel like it has to be rewiring me in some way. And I think it's a good thing. I hope it is. So, yeah. I love meditation. As you get better at it, you're going to feel better about yourself. You're going to learn a lot. You're going to become more aware of your fears, your doubts, your dreams, why wasteful thoughts, like thoughts that are just like not even helpful to think about. You can kind of trim those down, do some weeding, because your mind is a garden, and if you can take some time to go within and really clean things up, brand new slate, you're going to have a better life. Because Marcus Aurelius said, the quality of your life depends on the quality of your thinking. I'm pretty sure that's what he said. Something along those lines. So if you want a good life, then improve the quality of your thoughts. If you want to improve the quality of your thoughts, mindfulness, meditation. That's why I'm wearing this really cool meditation jacket right here today in today's little video, because of the fact that I love meditation. I love it. It's one of my favorite things I've ever learned how to do. Ever. And I've learned to love doing it. Okay, but that awareness, that mindfulness comes from meditation. And what starts out as a very small capacity becomes a big one later, where you're just kind of good at meditation. Later, you get better and better and better at meditation until you really start to know yourself. You really start to realize like what is causing different things in your life. Why do I feel this way? Why do I have this impulse? You start to know yourself. That comes through meditation, through mindfulness. So improve the quality of your thoughts. You will improve the quality of your life. It's just like this perfect bond where if you want a better life, figure out how to improve your thinking. And a lot of times people, when they improve their thinking, really the best way to do that is to say, every day I'm going to do a little better. I'm going to think a little bit more positively. I'm going to meditate. I'm going to eat a little bit better. I'm going to play my guitar a little bit longer, more passionately, more creatively. I'm going to drive myself in my business to push myself a little bit, to do something different than I've done in a while. I'm going to go the extra mile. I'm going to do all the things I need to do, like clean my room, But you don't have to do all those things in one day, because I just suggested a bunch of different things. But if you just say to yourself, every day I'm going to do a little better, this thing, that thing, this, whatever you see that day. Maybe you're in a place in your life where you're so unbalanced. You're so in this place where you need help, like internally, you need to feel better, where just little improvements in your thinking, in your actions every day is all you need to do, okay? So a lot of people started this and they go, oh, I want to make a big change. And I'm telling you guys, I think the best way is to make small changes over time. Sometimes you do need to pluck something, like just pull it out. But when it comes to your mind and controlling your thoughts, like to learn how to control your thinking, a lot of times trying to force it, trying to make a big change all at once can slow you down. So just make little changes every day. Little changes. You're going to feel better. You're going to feel better. So, yeah. Okay, you guys. I don't want to go all off today, do a way crazy long video. I honestly just wanted to do a quick one and talk a little bit about meditation. It's changed my life. I'm able to focus better. And I don't want to make all these benefits make it sound like to get your hopes all high, so that if you start it and then in the first week, you're like, oh, I don't feel these things. Well, give it time. For me, the biggest benefits of meditation actually came years later, like many years later. Even though at the start I started to feel a lot better fast, the real growth came later. So don't, I say it's going to make you feel better, all those things, but understand it takes time, okay? To learn how to be mindful, to learn how to know yourself. And it's a lifelong journey. You're going to make progress, hopefully more progress over time. So yeah, you guys, definitely keep your eyes on your thoughts. Be aware of what you're focused on. Be aware of what you're scared of. Be aware of, just know yourself. And meditation is a great way to do that. It really is. So yeah, meditation changes your life. You're going to feel better. You're going to feel more focused. You're going to be more confident in yourself. You're going to be more energized. You're going to experience a lot of benefits from just the simple practice of meditation. And for me, it's helped me read better. When I was younger, I couldn't read very good. Through the process of meditation, now I can read really good. Like I can sit down and read and focus, really get into it. Like the words are alive. I can almost hear enthusiasm in the words when I'm reading them, like a voice is reading them. But I can also read faster than I used to be able to. I can focus while I'm reading. I noticed these benefits as I got better at meditation. So it was like just the process of meditation really tuned me into that place where I was able to focus better, to know myself better, and to be a better version of myself. So yeah, I believe in meditation. That's why I'm so passionate. That's why I turned the camera on and decided to record a video, even though normally on Saturdays I don't do a video for Wisdom in Christ. On Saturday, I actually do a different video for a different thing. So yeah, start practicing meditation. You're going to feel better. You're going to feel so good. So anyways, the meditation, you start 5 minutes a day, you start 10 minutes a day, you start 20 minutes a day. Over time, you're going to get good at it. You're going to get good. At the start, small capacity. Over time, big capacity. You're really going to know yourself. You'll feel better. And you'll start to know what's causing what. Why do I have these doubts? Why do I have these impulses? You're going to know the root cause of a lot of your patterns, a lot of your thinking patterns, emotional patterns. It's really within yourself where you're going to access those deeper parts of yourself and understand yourself and become aware of things. And as you become aware, if you become aware of a negative thing, it almost prunes it automatically. Just the awareness of it. Like I said earlier, because you're the witnesser. Instead of being a victim of it where it's controlling you, you see it from above, like one level up. And if there's something in your life that's bad, you're able to see it, address it. You're able to access that and see it, not be a victim to it, or not be controlled by it, or governed by it. So yeah, it's really all in ourselves where we can find that peace, we can find that joy that we're looking for in life. So I really believe in meditation. You're going to feel better. You're going to feel more balanced. You're going to feel more love. I love you guys. I appreciate you tuning in. I probably could talk about this all night, but to be honest with you, I'm kind of doing stuff right now. So probably better go. But yeah, love you. Hope you found it valuable. Start meditating. You're going to feel way better. And as always, peace be unto you.